Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I got a bunch of NBA draft news and rumors. Also when the possible next season will begin. But before I get into that, check out my last few videos I've been posting every day. You know, my last video was about Lauri Markkanen wanting to stay in Chicago, and I was just talking about us if we should resign him or give him an extension. So definitely go check out that video if you missed it. But yeah, let's just jump into today's video because the Bulls are interviewing a lot of draft prospects, and there's just been a lot of news and rumors that have recently came out. And the first topic today, you know, there's been a lot of rumors and news about the NBA draft. I'm pretty sure they pushed it back. I believe it is November 18th. You know, the NBA is planning for the draft combine process to begin later this month with 2 parts. And in early October, they're going to have in-market medicals and on-court and visual interviews. And then mid-October to the draft date, they're going to have in-person interviews but no workouts. So that is cool that I'd say halfway through this month or late in this month, the Bulls are going to be interviewing people in person. Hopefully some videos come out about that in news and rumors so I keep you guys updated even more. So all the news in today's video and all the interviews and such are through Zoom. You know, they're not in person yet. That'll be later this month and I'm pretty excited for that, man. Whoever the Bulls really interview at the end of this month, I feel like that's going to be the real possibility of who we're going to draft, because honestly the NBA draft is not as far as a lot of us think it is, and I'm really excited for it. You know, I trust Arcidiacono and Mark Eversley to draft a good young stud at 4. There's also been a lot of rumors about us trading back. You know, I might make a future video on that if you guys want, but I'm not opposed to trading back either, because this draft class it's kind of just up in the air. Who really knows what's going to happen? And now talking about the start of next season, you know, who knows? I've talked about this a little bit in my past few videos. There's still no real start date for next season, of course. You know, the NBA Finals is still going on. But the league has told NBA teams to expect an 8-week advance notice of the proposed opening night of the season. Sources tell ESPN. So I've been seeing a lot of rumors about the 2021 official NBA season starting maybe on Christmas Day. I also saw Adam Silver said there's a big possibility it starts in January and they kind of flip-flop it. Who knows? The next season's going to be weird, but whenever that happens, I'll keep you guys updated with that. I'm really excited for next season, like I've been saying. But we should know in a few weeks. I feel an 8-week advance notice is a pretty long time. That's about 2 months, a little bit more than 2 months. So I feel the Bulls or the NBA just in general should be giving that out soon. So us fans should know when next season starts soon, I hope at least. So that'll be cool to see, hopefully coming up soon. And a few days ago, you know, Maryland's power forward / center Jalen Smith said on a Zoom call with NBA reporters that he interviewed with the Chicago Bulls a few months back. You know, he was talking about the Bulls, and he called the Bulls a great organization. You know, he of course talked about our dynasty years, of course, who isn't going to talk about that? And then our new age years with Zach LaVine, Coby White, Daniel Gafford, and more. And he also said it would be a fun thing playing in Chicago. You know, last season for Maryland, he averaged pretty much 16 points, pretty much 11 rebounds a game, and those are great stats. You know, he also shot pretty much 54% from the field, and he was a 37 3-point shooter, which isn't bad for a big man. You know, he only shot 75% from the free throw line, but those are pretty average shooting stats. You know, his stats look real good. I'm going to be honest, I really don't know too much about this man. I've heard a little bit about it. I watched a few highlights, but in most mock drafts that I've been looking at, you know, he's projected as a lottery pick. You know, in the latest draft, of course, his stock is rising ahead of the 2020 NBA draft. You know, a lot of people have him anywhere between the 10th pick or the 15th pick. So, of course, you know, there might be rumors about the Bulls possibly trading back. There's been a lot of rumors about that, which I don't believe. I'm sure the Bulls are just trying to interview and talk to any prospect that's out there. You know, I really don't expect the Bulls to draft him or trade back for him, honestly. But it's still cool to see that the Bulls are interviewing him and of course doing a whole draft research and all the guys that are just lottery picks and getting to know other people. So that's really cool to see. And another prospect that the Bulls are like projected to interview, they haven't interviewed him yet, but they had an interview scheduled, but then it got postponed while the team was searching for a head coach and then hired Billy Donovan. Duke's guard Tre Jones, he said he had an interview scheduled with the Bulls, but then it got postponed. And he said he thinks his interview is still coming up with the Chicago Bulls. And he then talked a little bit about the Billy Donovan hire. And with Billy Donovan and the young players that the Chicago Bulls have, Jones said he thinks the team is definitely heading in the right direction. So, of course, this guy isn't nothing crazy either. Last season in college, he played for Duke. He averaged about 16 points, 4 total rebounds, and like 6 assists a game, while shooting 42% from the field, 36 from 3, and 77 from the free throw line. And once again, this guy isn't going to be like the 4th pick for the Chicago Bulls or nothing. He's projected to be drafted anywhere from like 15 to 20, maybe like a little higher if possible or farther down. I see in some NBA mock drafts they have him going in like the 2nd round. I mean, I doubt he's there, but if he's in the 2nd round and the Bulls, of course, have the 44th pick, I would definitely draft him as a backup point guard. But, even though the Bulls aren't really interviewing any big names right now, it's still cool to see that the Bulls are interviewing later, like lottery picks. You never know, man. You never know what kind of trade you're going to get during the draft or how things are going to shake up. So it's good that the Bulls are just loading up on a lot of information and news and interviewing pretty much every draft prospect out there. And the media was also talking to Deni a little bit. And he was speaking on a Zoom call with a lot of reporters. And Deni pretty much said he can play anywhere from the 1 position to the 4. But it's not about me, he said. It's about what the team really needs and what the coach really wants from me. That's great to see that Deni's confident he can guard like the 1 through 4 position. But it's really, the most important thing is, all he cares about is winning and what the coach needs him to do. And Deni also said, he was on the Zoom call, and of course he listed the Bulls as a potential team, because the Bulls, there's been a lot of rumors about us drafting him. And he called the Bulls a good young roster. And he said that any team that's going to draft him is going to get the best of him. And Deni also said he's going to bring what the team wants me to bring, and added he'll bring energy and good chemistry because he believes he's a great teammate. And I do as well. I expect the Bulls to draft him at 4. Hopefully the Bulls get to like in person interview him soon. I'll keep you guys updated with that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.